field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first-time champions of the AFC, the Cleveland Browns. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. 0-16 just 2 seasons ago, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
An utterly remarkable turnaround. There's no other way to put it. Fan base, can you imagine how desperate they've been for this day, for this opportunity to come around? You have to go back to 1964 for their last title in the NFL. That's pre-Super Bowl era. They beat the Colts 27-0 in that one. Frank Ryan, Jim Brown. These fans are tired of hearing about the past. They're tired of hearing about the All-American Football Conference.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Thomas Davis, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Third down. 3rd and 14.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of their defense, it hurts them in so many ways.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Cohen. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 48 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mahomes now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Attack! Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Mike, 56.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Graham. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now a give, right side. Bolden, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes being chased out left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Fuller. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line. 55.
Let's go. Let's go, defense.
55.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Yellow. 180. Right there, 56. One twist, one tag, attack.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Jones has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, Mahomes. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Running right, Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Mahomes going to throw, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard
line. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Delta. 31's the mic. I'm coming.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
58 right there.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Check.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, 0. Hey, he's good.
They try again with Cohen. And some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Brenton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to... And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
31.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10.
Go. Go.
On first down, it's Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 50.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's complete to Fuller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
56. Vikings 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this to Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yellow. 31's the mic. Hey, me and you.
And again, it's Mahomes rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
14.
They go play action with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Check 50. Left for signals. Right left, right left. He's coming. We got double 66. Pull it.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they